Good afternoon, we're at Wilderspool Stadium in Warrington for the Stones Bitter Championship clash between Warrington and Wakefield Trinity. The teams this afternoon: Warrington, they line up at 1, Dave Lyon; 2, Des Drummond; at 3, Mark Roberts; at 4 is John Woods; 5, Paul Williamson; 6, Paul Bishop; 7, Phil Blake; 8, Les Boyd; 9, Mark Roskell; 10, Steve Malloy; 11, Basil Richards; 12, Billy McGinty; and 13, Mike Gregory. Substitutes for Warrington: 14 is Paul Cullen; 15, Neil Harmon. Wakefield, they line up at 1, Kevin Harcombe; 2, Andy Fletcher; 3, James Lulawai; 4, Andy Mason; 5, Phil Eden; at 6, Steve Ella; 7, Mark Conway; at 8, Keith Rain; 9, Billy Conway; 10, John Thompson; 11, Tracy Lazenby; 12, John Clancy; and 13, Nigel Bell. Substitutes for Wakefield: 14, Tony Zealey; 15, Paul Malinder. And the referee this afternoon, Dave Carter from Widnes. His judges are Mr. Mean and Mr. Lloyd. So Warrington out for revenge from the opening day of the season when Wakefield scored a surprise 14-7 victory on that remarkable start when they beat Warrington, Hull and Wigan, but since then have struggled and have found themselves now back in the game for relegation. And away for Warrington though, today will really pull them out of the relegation zone and put Wakefield under pressure with Hull Kingston Rovers, Oldham and Halifax. So it'll be Wakefield who'll get the game underway, playing from right to left as we look in the red, white and blue. Warrington in the usual jerseys of white jerseys with the primrose and blue V and white shorts. Referee checks these two linesmen in the Stones Bitter game between Warrington and Wakefield underway. Harcombe kicks deep, well taken by Paul Bishop. He immediately hands it on to Paul Williamson. Williamson drives forward, stop just short of his own 25-yard line. First touch of the afternoon for Basil Richards. So Warrington had a tough game in the midweek, going down in controversial fashion against Wigan, while last weekend Wakefield bowed out of the Silk Cut Challenge Cup against Featherstone Rovers. First test for Kevin Harcombe, he takes it safely. Wakefield in possession for the first time this afternoon. Mark Roskell in with Steve Malloy, bringing down Kevin Harcombe midway inside his own half. Andy Fletcher driving forward, makes a good 5 or 6 yards before he's stopped. Mark Roskell once again in the tackle for Warrington, goes on the near side with John Thompson. Thompson drives forward, gets away from a couple of tackles, still drives into Warrington territory. Conway swings it out to Mark Conway, gives a dummy, looking to go through himself, turns, looks for support. No one though behind him to take the pass. Couple of tackles left then for Wakefield, 10 yards inside the Warrington half. Steve Ella swings a nice pass out to Fletcher. Fletcher now, he's got Williamson in front of him. Williamson taps his heels, Fletcher still going. Finally 3 Warrington players bring him down, 10 yards short of the Warrington 25. That's 5 tackles for Trinity, this is a 6, it goes back to Steve Ella. Ella puts a high kick up, it goes backwards, Williamson's underneath it and takes it safely. And Warrington back in possession inside their own 25. Mike Gregory, from the play the ball, drives forward himself. Makes 4 or 5 yards before he's stopped. Conway and Tracy Lazenby in the tackle for Trinity. Steve Malloy this time drives forward. Warrington then in midfield, swings it out to Phil Blake. Blake kicks downfield, a testing one for Harcombe. The ball though, will it bounce dead? Yes it will, and play will restart from the 25 with attack for Wakefield Trinity. So, just 3 minutes gone, no score. Wakefield looking for the double, as I said, that surprise 14-10 victory at Bellevue on the opening day of the season. Had victories over Hull and Wigan, but then struggled in the first division. Looking for 2 vital points here this afternoon. In possession with Conway, swings it out, run round move with Rain. Driving forward this time, John Clancy. Clancy still going, lots of support, finally dragged down by Steve Malloy. From the play the ball goes Billy Conway. Conway drives forward, makes it to the halfway line. It's a sloppy pass though, the ball goes loose. Les Boyd picks it up out to Roskell, swings it out now to Basil Richards. Richards straightens up, he's got Lulawai in front of him, hands him off. Basil Richards still going. Finally stopped on this near side by Phil Eden and Nigel Bell, and Wakefield penalised. First penalty of the afternoon goes to Warrington. Phil Eden and Nigel Bell not allowing Basil Richards to get up and play the ball. Dave Lyon then to put the ball into touch on this near side. Makes no mistake, first real attacking chance of the afternoon going the way of Warrington. Second part of the penalty, Mark Roskell This is out. Malloy brings in Boyd. Boyd trying to drive forward. He's still going. Driving for that line. He stops about 3 or 4 yards short. First chances then for Warrington. 2 or 3 yards short of the Trinity line. It's out to Blake. Blake to McGinty. McGinty trying to drive through. The Wakefield cover though. Quickly up to bring him down. In the shape of John Clancy and Nigel Bell. Roscoe swings it out left with Blake. Swings it out to Bishop. Bishop gives a dummy, cuts back inside. Beats 2 men. Still Paul Bishop trying to drive forward. He's still going. Stopped 7 or 8 yards short. Roscoe short to Blake. Blake now driving forward. Looks to beat his man. He's just stopped a yard or 2 short. Couple of tackles left here. But Wakefield have possession. Sobby play the ball there from Phil Blake, allowing Wakefield to relieve the pressure there. And the first scoring opportunity there goes begging as Conway brings it away, swings it out to John Thompson. Wakefield send it down to the forwards. Conway plays it short to Rain. Billy Conway out to Steve Ella. Swings it out this time to Clancy. Clancy looking to beat his man on the outside. Gets a nice pass out on this near side to Phil Eden. Eden moving down this near touch line. Looks to get it back inside and does. Nice play to Mason. Back inside. Chances here. Nigel Bell driving forward. Gets it back to Steve Ella. Ella, will he get there? Basil Richards is chasing, but Wakefield will score the first try. A beautiful move from Trinity. From inside the road 25. Ends with Steve Ella touching down just to the left of the posts. First blood to the Yorkshireman, and fine try from inside their own 25 through 4 or 5 pairs of hands. The initial break on this near side from Eden, back inside to Mason. Nigel Bell and Steve Ella rounds it off, just beating the chasing Basil Richards. A first blood to Wakefield Trinity. It's Warrington 0, Wakefield 4. And a simple conversion attempt for Kevin Harkham, right in front of the posts. So an early shot for Warrington with just over 5 minutes gone. Wakefield with Aussie Steve Ella open the scoring. Kevin Harkham then steadying himself, strikes it safely through. So a bit of a surprise in these opening minutes. It's Warrington 0, Wakefield Trinity 6. A try from Steve Ella converted by Kevin Harkham. Phil Blake then to restart for Warrington, finds it deep. It looks a good one. Fletcher though doesn't take it. That's a lovely kick from Phil Blake, puts Warrington right deep inside Wakefield territory straight away, looking for an immediate reply with the scrum down. Just 7 or 8 yards from the Trinity line. Mark Conway puts the ball in against the head. Warrington have it with Paul Bishop. Paul Bishop has the number 6 jersey on, Blake the 7, but playing opposite roles. Bishop is scrum half, Blake at standoff. Jones was trying to battle his way through. Warrington then looking for an immediate reply to that Steve Ella try. Roscoe short to Malloy. Malloy trying to drive through. Roscoe waits that in half-back, plays it short on this near side to McGinty. McGinty looking for a short pass to Roach, decides to keep hold. Couple of tackles left here, still inside the Wakefield 25. Blake swings it out to Mike Gregory. Gregory well taken by Paul Bishop. But Warrington lose ground. 3 Trinity tacklers on Paul Bishop. 6th tackle, Mike Gregory plays it back to Roscoe. Roscoe chips it over the top, chases it himself. Drummond's there, so's Paul Williamson, but brave play from Nigel Bell. Dives on it, 5 or 6 yards from his own line. And Wakefield back in possession, bringing it away is Tracy Lazenby. Fletcher, he drives away from the play of the ball, meets Les Boyd and Mark Roscoe. Driving forward this time is Keith Rain. On this near side again, Andy Mason. 6th tackle then for Trinity, still inside their own 25. It goes back this time to John Clancy. Clancy kicks across field into space. Dave Lyon going across for it. Takes it safely. Dave Lyon there, he's got Paul Williams on his left hand side. Lyon trying to go through himself. Well tackled though by James Lilloway. Williamson then from the play of the ball, he tries to drive forward, makes it to the halfway line before he's stopped. Roskell out to Blake, short to Boyd. Boyd turns in the tackle, can't get the ball away. Plays it to himself, drives forward again, looking to knock off Conway. Gets it back to Roskell. Roskell now moving forward, looking to go through the gap, hands it on to Steve Malloy. Roskell again, trying to drive through himself, crashing forward, still Mark Roskell, stopped by Nigel Bell. 6th tackle then, just outside the Trinity 25. Paul Bishop flies once on the near side. 2-3 bounces into touch for a scrum down, midway inside the Wakefield 25. So coming up to just short of 10 minutes gone. Warrington 0, Wakefield Trinity 6. An important scrum for both sides to win. Mark Conway put the ball in for Wakefield. He won't get the chance because Warrington have the penalty. So 6 tackles here, chance for Warrington to breach the Trinity line for the first time. They tap it quickly, it's out to Blake, there's plenty of room on that far side. McGinty to Roberts, Roberts looking to go through himself, beats 1 tackle. Andy Mason still hanging on. Warrington then 5 tackles, 10 yards out, it's with McGinty. McGinty drives forward, inches closer to that Trinity line. Goes out right this time with Blake. Blake brings in Malloy, but the ball goes to ground and Wakefield have it in the shape of Kevin Harkham. Once again, Wakefield looking for the quick counter-attack with Harkham. He's stopped by his opposite number, Dave Lyon, assisted by Des Drummond. Eden this time, finally play the ball. Takes the tackle though with Des Drummond and Steve Malloy. Conway to John Thompson, space for Thompson. Looking to get the ball away, but Les Boyd and Mark Roskell in the tackle. Eden again. Mark Conway. Bell, but Warrington this time moving up quickly. And a penalty given to Wakefield against Basil Richards. So a chance here for Kevin Harkham to put the ball into touch. Come on this near side, places the ball. Try and make no mistake. Harkham then fires it into touch on this near side. Two balls on the pitch. Conway, short this time to Tracy Lazenby. Conway plays it back this time to Rain, throws it back to Mark Conway. Conway on to Bell, Clancy, in fact it is Clancy, this time it is Nigel Bell. Bell now. Wakefield certainly throwing this ball about in these opening stages. Been rewarded so far with a try from Steve Ella. Billy Conway spots a gap from the play the ball and moves forward. Turns in the tackle, gets a lovely pass back to Phil Eden. Eden still going in his position of a forward pass. And the referee on the spot signifying that pass was forward from Eden to John Thompson. So scrum down, midway inside the Warrington half of the field. Ball goes in. Warrington in possession with Bishop, out to Blake. Blake swings it out to Roberts. Decision of offside against Andy Mason. Blake again out to Mike Gregory. Gregory now moving forward. John was this time, plays it short to McGinty. Gets it back to Mike Gregory. Gregory straightens up, looks to get past Conway. Turns in the tackle. Goes out with Phil Blake. Blake kicks downfield. Bouncing close to this near touchline, and his perfect kick from Phil Blake pens Wakefield back inside their own 25. And we're coming up to 15 minutes gone. And Trinity still with that 6 points in the lead. So scrum down midway inside the Trinity 25. Mark Conway trying to feed for Wakefield. And it goes, Wakefield in possession. Mark Conway swings it out to Steve Ella. Across the line to Mason. Mason gives a dummy, but caught in midfield this time by Mark Roberts and Dave Lyon. Mark Conway once more. Plays it short this time to Phil Eden. Mark Conway plays it out to John Thompson. Thompson turns, gets a nice ball back again to Billy Conway. Wakefield doing their utmost at the moment to keep this ball going. Goes over on that blind side this time with Steve Ella. Ella, searching kick downfield. Looks a good one from the Australian standoff, and it is. Play goes back inside Warrington territory for another scrum down. A penalty immediately given the way of Wakefield. So chance here for Wakefield to put pressure on the Warrington line. They've only made one venture inside Warrington 25 so far, resulted in a try for Steve Ella. And chances here now. Kevin Harkham to put the ball into touch. Makes no mistake, so chances here for Wakefield. 20 yards out. Billy Conway hands it on to Rain. Rain drives forward, makes 2 or 3 yards. Suspicion of a knock-on. Referee was on the wrong side to see it. Mark Conway, run around move, short pass this time to Lazenby. Referee gives a high tackle. So another penalty to Trinity, 10 yards short. Warrington still protesting about the knock-on. And Kevin Harkin will go for goal. Try and increase Wakefield's lead by an extra 2 points. Kevin Harkin then. Around about 20 yards out, right over on that far side. 1 out of 1 so far for the Trinity fullback. Harkin then steadies himself, comes up, he strikes it well and goes safely through. Warrington 0, Wakefield Trinity 8. A try from Steve Ella, 2 Kevin Harkin goals, the difference so far. That penalty a little harsh though. Was a blatant knock-on in the move, which the referee didn't see. So Phil Blake to restart. Once again finds it deep. Bell's there. Goes under his foot, leaves it to Andy Fletcher. Moving out of his own 25, faced by Mike Gregory. Mike Gregory brings him down along with Mark Roskell. Conway plays it short to Thompson. Short again this time to Rain. Conway, short to Lazenby. Lazenby looking to crash through. 3 Warrington players in the tackle this time. Couple of tackles left for Trinity. Midway inside their own half. Billy Conway waits out in half-back, swings it out right with Steve Ella. Ella gives a dummy, kicks downfield. Paul Williamson going back along with Dave Lyon. Bounces awkwardly for Williamson. Picks it up safely though. 3 Trinity players in front of him, drives forward. Still going, makes it to his own 25 before he's stopped by James Lilloway. Dave Lyon this time, he drives forward from the play of the ball. Warrington 0, Wakefield 8. It's short this time to Boyd. Boyd driving forward, looking to get the ball away. Still there's Boyd going, but there's nobody backing him up there to take the pass from Boyd. Warrington supporters urging Warrington to back up. This time it's Blake on to Bishop. Short pass to Richard. Richards driving forward. Tracy defence though holds firm with Andy Mason and Tracy Lazenby. Bishop kicks downfield. Another testing kick. Fletcher going back for it, but won't keep it in. Another fine kick from Paul Bishop, taking play back inside the Trinity 25. Just coming up to halfway through this first half. And a little bit of a surprising scoreline of 8-0 in favour of Wakefield Trinity, and Wakefield have possession for that scrum. Away from the ball comes Nigel Bell. Bell driving forward, backing forward. Billy McGinty and Paul Bishop finally bring him down just outside the Wakefield 25. Billy Conway plays it short this time to John Thompson. Conway again swings it out with Ella. Ella short to Rain, but he drops it. Mike Gregory picks it up for Warrington, looking to hand off Lilloway. Lilloway brings him down though midway inside the Wakefield half. Mark Roberts plays it short to Basil Richards, but the ball goes to ground again, and Wakefield gratefully picked the ball up through Andy Mason. Eden. Warrington certainly not got into the stride so far. Halfway through this first half, Steve Ella plays it to John Thompson. Thompson finally held up in the tackle. Billy Conway short this time to Keith Rain. Rain driving forward, nice pass on to James Luluai. Good tackle though from Steve Malloy, assisted by John Woods. Conway again as well, lines up another kick downfield. Another testing kick from Steve Ella. This time Joe just a little bit too long. Ball back for a scrum down. Paul Bishop then. Put the ball in for Warrington over on that far side. In it goes, Warrington in possession, Bishop. But Warrington given the penalty, Mark Conway offside at that scrum. So chance here for Warrington to put play back deep inside the Wakefield half. It's a good kick from Phil Blake, so Warrington then 10 yards out from the Wakefield line, looking for the first score of the afternoon with 20 minutes gone. Mark Roskell in from the wing, comes Paul Williamson. Williamson driving forward. He's stopped 2 or 3 yards short by the Wakefield defence. Another chance here then for Warrington. Roskell driving forward, is Boyd. Boyd crashing forward. Turns to the tackle, can't get the ball away. Roskell again. Has to go himself, goes on that far side, turns still, Mark Roskell ducks. Once again the Wakefield defence so holding firm. Bishop again, out to Blake, Blake to Mike Gregory, Gregory caught though by Steve Ella. Blake goes himself from the acting half-back position, Blake to Basil Richards, Richards going across field, knocks off one man still, Richards knocks off another, still battling forward, finally brought down though by James Luluai. Couple of tackles left, Warrington 15 yards out with John Woods to Blake. Blake puts a kick across field, a testing one, Robertson Eden knocks it down but dives on it over his own line. Under pressure from Mark Roberts, but Eden as well. Wakefield to drop out from the thrown post. Warrington's first real onslaught on the Trinity line, but still Wakefield defence holding firm and they're in front by 8 points to 0. Steve Ella drops out, goes on that far side. Well taken by Paul Williamson. Williamson head down, driving forward. Well caught though by Andy Fletcher. Warrington 20 yards out. And they scrum down. Paul Williamson losing the ball in that tackle. Ball in from Conway. Ball came out on the Warrington side, but the Wakefield pack, a major surge, and the ball ended up in Matt Conway's hands. Steve Ella swings it out with Luluai. Luluai trying to go through himself, caught by Phil Blake. Harkin this time out to Bell. Bell driving forward, caught by Steve Malloy and Phil Blake again. Conway out to Mark Conway. Rain plays it short to Clancy. Clancy battling through again. Basil Richards though manages to bring him down this time it's Luluai. Back to Mark Conway. Conway, but his kick goes sailing into the terraces on that far side. Once again play back for a scrum down on the Wakefield 25. Ball in from Paul Bishop. Warrington in possession with Phil Blake. Blake swings it back to John Woods. Woods now moving forward. He's stopped by the Wakefield loose forward. Nigel Bell 20 yards out. Mike Gregory from the play the ball this time, driving forward. Inches close to that Trinity line. And Warrington given a penalty. Billy Conway and John Clancy not allowing Mike Gregory to get up and play the ball. And Warrington shall put their first points on the board through John Woods. A penalty virtually right in front of the posts. Woods then comes up, and Warrington's first points of the afternoon, a penalty goal from John Woods. Makes it Warrington 2, Wakefield Trinity 8. So Kevin Harkham, tree start for Wakefield. Surprising leaders at 8 points to 2 at the moment. It's a high long kick and it goes straight into touch, so a penalty from the centre spot for Warrington. Kevin Harkham's kick going straight into touch, so Warrington a penalty from the halfway line. And Dave Lyon will put for touch on this over on that far side. Lyon then Right footed, makes no mistake with a good kick. Sails straight over the main stand. Mark Roskell then on to Bishop. Bishop brings in John Woods. Warrington then just outside the Wakefield 25, looking for the first try. Blake, short one to McGinty, but the ball goes loose again. McGinty manages to reclaim it. But that will be a knock on. And another scrum down. Ball goes in from Matt Conway, referee not happy this time. Scrum collapses. So the front rows meet once more. Matt Conway puts the ball in, Wakefield in possession. Out it goes with Steve Ella. Ella looking to jink inside, gets away from one tackle, still with Ella onto James Luluai. Luluai over on that far side, well caught though by John Woods. Fletcher this time from the play of the ball, makes an extra 2 or 3 yards. 15 minutes remaining in this first half. And Wakefield leading 8-2. And John Thompson has it, but being dragged back, still managed to get it back to Fletcher. Sloppy pass, but it's going to be picked up by Nigel Bell. Wakefield now looking for a quick counter-attack. Nigel Bell skips through a couple of tackles, but Mark Roskell just managing to come back and clip Bell's heels as he's going through. This time it's Rainey, drops it, it's picked up by Steve Ella. Referee says it goes backwards. John Clancy. Matt Conway to Steve Ella. Ella once again lines up a kick downfield. It's another cool kick from Steve Ella. Paul Williamson, will he manage to keep it in play? Yes, he does. So Paul Williamson now for Warrington moves forward. And a high tackle right round the neck of Paul Williamson. Gives Warrington a penalty. And the referee calls over Phil Eden. Just gives him a little talking to. So Dave Lyon once again puts the ball into touch. Well, Warrington certainly had territorial advantages in this first time. All the players been in the Wakefield half. Still yet to breach the Wakefield line. Mark Roskell, can they do it now with Blake? Bishop plays it back to Blake. Blake over to Mike Gregory now. Gregory caught on the Wakefield 25. Raining with the tackle this time. John Woods goes himself in the play of the ball. Roskell this time. Misses out Malloy, tries to go through himself, caught by Clancy. Warrington struggling at the moment. John Woods. Paul Bishop. Bishop kicks it through. One. Harkin drops it. Battle Richards trying to get on it, but Flynn does well to recover for Wakefield under pressure. Kevin Harkin brings it away for Wakefield. Storming forward, beats 3 tackles. Brilliant break here from Harkin. He's streaking down the centre, still Harkin. Well, he's well tackled by Dave Lyon. Well, straight out of the defence there, Kevin Harkin streaked down the centre of the field and released a lot of pressure for his Wakefield forwards as Wakefield go back into the Warrington half of the field. Mark Conway to Steve Ella, swings it out to John Clancy. Clancy swings it back to Mason. Mason, slick handling onto Nigel Bell. Well, Wakefield certainly good value at the moment for this 8-2 lead, swinging the ball about well. Matt Conway this time from the play of the ball, cuts it back inside to Bell. Bell now straightens up, has got plenty of time. Bell riding through. That's 5 tackles for Trinity. This is the 6, just outside the Warrington 25. It's with Steve Ella. Steve Ella spots a gap, puts a high kick in. Dave Lyon's underneath it along with Matt Conway. Dave Lyon though takes it well. Can he cut a counter-attack now? Yes, he can. Dave Lyon, he split the Wakefield defence wide open. He's only got Harkin in front of him. Harkin though brings it down, manages to get out to Williamson. Williamson back into John Woods. Woods trying to get away from Thompson, but John Thompson just brings John Woods down. Play now, swinging from end to end with Bishop. Bishop out to Des Drummond. Drummond cuts inside, looks support, but he's caught in midfield this time by Phil Eden. Doing a good covering job in midfield from his wing position. This time it's Bishop. Bishop swings it back to Mike Gregory. Gregory now straightens up, looks to support, finds it from Roskell. Roskell, but his pass goes straight into the hands of Conway. And Conway now lost an attack for Wakefield with Luluai. Luluai out to Fletcher, storming down that near side, cuts back inside onto Luluai. Luluai, his pass though goes behind Fletcher. He manages to regain it though. But certainly plenty of action here at the moment at Willispool. 8-2 play ebbing from end to end as Wakefield now swing it about with Mark Conway. Conway moves on this near side, swings it back inside, but he's caught in possession and has in fact lost the ball in that tackle. Warrington back in possession, 10 yards inside the Wakefield half. 10 minutes, just a little more remaining in this first half. Mark Roskell, short to Billy McGinty. Roskell again, but Wakefield caught offside. Over on that far side, singles out Steve Ella. So a chance here for John Woods to pull another 2 points back. John Woods then comes up, strikes it well, and strikes it safely through. Second penalty of the afternoon for John Woods. Makes it Warrington 4, Wakefield Trinity 8. Moving to the last 10 minutes in this first half. Well, certainly the best play there in those last 5 minutes. A couple of breaks first, Kevin Harkin, then Dave Lyon. Then Wakefield coming back again, and then John Woods having a go, just caught. So plenty of action. Paul Bishop underneath it from the restart, takes it safely, immediately hands it on to Mike Gregory. Gregory now driving out to his own 25. Stopped though by Tracy Lazenby. Basil Richards takes it from the play of the ball, driving forward. James Lulaway in the tackle with John Clancy. Roskell. This is out Boyd, brings in McGinty. Goes back to Phil Blake. Blake kicks downfield again. Kevin Harkham back inside his own 25, takes it safely. Harkham then, he's got Eden, tries to go through himself. Good tackle though from Paul Bishop, assisted by Mark Roberts. And Warrington caught offside this time. So a chance for Wakefield to take play back inside the Warrington half of the field, leading by 8 points to 4. Harkham then puts the ball safe into touch over on that far side. Billy Conway short to Tracy Lazenby. Billy Conway acting half-back, swings it back right to Rain. Rain trying to battle his way through, stopped just short of the Warrington 25 by Les Boyd and Steve Malloy. Mark Conway this time, run around move here, set move brings in John Clancy. Clancy streaking down the centre, still John Clancy, he's got support to his right. Can Clancy go all the way, stopped a yard short. Lovely set move there from Wakefield, takes them to within a yard of the Warrington line. Andy Mason swings it out to Steve Ella. Ella, a long pass, it's intercepted by John Woods, an important interception from John Woods. Wakefield there looking dangerous after a sterling break from John Clancy. But John Woods, vital interception. And in fact, John Clancy injured after that break inside the Warrington 25 as Steve Malloy battles forward. Phil Blake this time swings it on to McGinty. McGinty looking to beat his man, just caught though as he's going through by Lazenby. Nigel Bell finishes off the tackle, goes back to Paul Bishop. Bishop kicks downfield. Looks a good kick from Bishop, rolls into touch on this near side. So scrum on the Wakefield 25. Mark Conway has put the ball in, Wakefield's heading ball, and Wakefield have it. The ball goes straight into the hands of Conway. Phil Eden. Eden backing forward, stopped by Basil Richards and Mike Gregory. Conway to Ella, swinging it out with Harkham. Harkham, little side step inside once again. Kevin Harkham looking for a gap on the centre. Nigel Bell plays it short to John Thompson. Thompson back to Nigel Bell. Good play again onto James Lulaway. But the referee spots a forward pass this time. And Mike Gregory stays down at that tackle. Scrum midway inside the Wakefield half. Referee stops the clock while Mike Gregory receives treatment. Now restarts. Warrington though gain possession. Phil Blake juggles with it, takes it though. Blake swings it back to Bishop under pressure. He's got that ball from Mark Conway. John was this time from the acting half-back position moving forward. Warrington looking for a score before half-time. 6 minutes to go before the break. Les Boyd now battling forward. Still Boyd stopped just outside the Wakefield 25 by Billy Conway. Roskell swings out left this time with Blake. Blake along floaty pass into the hands of Mike Gregory. Gregory looking for support, but the ball smothered this time by Lazenby and Conway. Bishop on the blind side once again puts another testing kick in, and once again goes into touch 10 yards from the Wakefield line. An important scrum now for both sides to win. Mark Conway puts the ball in. Referee not happy with the scrum. It wheels and turns. Both lookers get up off the floor. Referee lectures both front rows as they prepare to meet once more. And Wakefield in possession, the scrum in a heap on the floor as James Lulawai has it now for Wakefield, swings it out to Andy Mason. Mason now moving forward, but a good cover tackle comes over from Mark Roberts. Paul Cullen warming up at the moment for Warrington as James Lulawai moves forward. A sloppy pass, well taken by Nigel Bell. Referee says Nigel Bell, the ball was on the floor. And that will be another scrum down. Warrington anxious for a score before half-time with 5 minutes to go. 8-4 the score in favour of Wakefield. Ball goes in. But the best scrum so far this afternoon. Blake onto Roberts. Roberts straightens all up in the gap himself. Roberts battling forward and he's dropped the ball. And Kevin Harkin picked it up right on his own line, gets away from Mark Roberts and Mark Roskell. Harkin moving again on to Phil Eden. Eden on this near side, stopped by Mark Roskell though this time. And Warrington another chance there to put pressure on the Wakefield line, goes begging. John Thompson. Thompson battling forward, gets away from Malloy but not from Les Boyd and Mark Roskell. Play short this time to Rain. Rain battling forward. Billy Conway swings it out to Mark Conway to Clancy. Clancy gets another pass out to Lulawai onto Fletcher. Fletcher now once again back inside to Mason's division number 4. The crowd sorts out, but Mark Conway still moves forward. But the ball's wrenched from his grasp and Paul Williamson has it. Warrington then. Basil Richards knocks on. A little bit too eager for him to play the ball. And Warrington certainly having the best of this 40 minutes, riddled with mistakes at the moment. And Wakefield took advantage. The one real onslaught though that they've made resulted in a try, although John Clancy did go close for Trinity. Warrington had numerous chances at the Wakefield end, but have yet to cross the whitewash for a try. Ball goes in. Paul Bishop and Mark Conway goes for it, bounces loose and bounces into touch. And a penalty given to Warrington this time, with 3 minutes remaining in this first half. Dave Lyon then, right-footed, puts the ball safe into touch on this far side. So Warrington 10 yards inside the Wakefield half. Roskell, second pass to the penalty onto Boyd. Boyd drives in. Roskell to Malloy. 2 drives. Warrington now looking to swing it out. Roskell switches it with Blake. Blake looks to go through himself. No way through though, past Lazenby. Paul Bishop, a kick into space. Steve Ella covers well though for Wakefield. And Wakefield back in possession, midway inside their own 25 with just a couple of minutes remaining in this first half. Phil Eden from the play the ball, drives forward himself. He's stopped just outside his own 25 by Mike Gregory. Conway misses out. Bell brings in John Thompson. Paul Bishop trying to get his troops going. Goes back to Rain. Rain swings it back to Steve Ella. Ella onto Lazenby. Lazenby trying to straighten up, still going. Held up in the tackle, looking to get his pass away. Finally brought down by McGinty. Billy Conway, short to Mark Conway. Conway puts a kick in, hits Steve Malloy. Rebounds back, Andy Mason picks it up for Wakefield. 6 more tackles for Wakefield, Phil Eden. This time it's Nigel Bell. Billy Conway acting half-backs. Swings it outright with Thompson. Thompson to Mark Conway. Across the line it goes with Clancy. Clancy straightens up, gets his ball back to Steve Ella. Ella down the centre, once again looking dangerous, but this time nobody covered on his right-hand side. Moving into the final minute, Billy Conway finds another huge gap down the centre of the Warrington defence. Paul Bishop, though, with a good cover tackle in a sort of sleeper roll there. 6th tackle. Mark Conway finds one deep. And that's a good kick from the Wakefield scrum half. In the final minute of this first half. Puts play deep inside the Warrington half for a scrum down. Ball goes in from Bishop, Warrington have it onto Drummond. Drummond now going across field into space, still Drummond. He's well caught though by Mason. Mark Roberts out to Mike Gregory. Gregory, he's stopped by his opposite number, Nigel Bell. And Wakefield certainly been under pressure in this first half. Warrington certainly have the territorial advantage, but Wakefield have took the chance that's come their way. And Warrington have failed to put the pressure in the Wakefield half into points. Phil Blake looking for a gap down the centre. Gets away from a couple of tackles, gets it back to Mark Roskell. Roskell now looks to support. A risky pass, manages to keep hold of it. Finally dumped to the floor. Moved into injury time now in this first half, Les Boyd. And in fact there goes the half-time hooter. And unfortunately it's boos that greet the Warrington team as they go off the field. As they lead by 8 points to 4. A try from Steve Eller to Kevin Harkin. Return for the second half already. Warrington have made a double substitution. Paul Cullen and Neil Harmon are at the start of this second half. Warrington of course down by 8 points to 4. Neil Harmon in the action this second half. Looks may have well come on for Billy McGinty. Well, Paul Cullen. He looks to be on for Mark Roberts possibly. No, Mark Roberts looks to have gone in the pack for McGinty. We'll start it out probably at the first scrum. So Warrington to restart, 8-4 down. Don't understand any substitutes on the Wakefield side as Phil Blake restarts. Steve Ella fumbles it. Really hands it on to Nigel Bell. Bell moves forward, stopped by Malloy and Roberts. Phil Eden moves forward this time. And it's Basil Richards who's gone off, and Billy McGinty, the 2 second row men, and Neil Harmon is on, also with Paul Cullen. Mark Roberts moved into the pack as Tracy Lazenby moves forward. James Lulawai goes himself in the acting halfback position, moves forward, stopped by Mark Roskell and Les Boyd. Mike Gregory also in the tackle for Warrington. Goes back this time to Steve Ella. Ella kicks across field. Des Drummond's there, lets it bounce. Bounces awkwardly for him, but juggles with it, but finally takes it safely. He's got too many in front of him, trying to battle his way through. Stopped just short of his own 25 by Phil Eden. Warrington looking for an early score, perhaps. Here's Paul Cullen. First touch of the afternoon for him. Roskell, first touch for Neil Harmon. Harmon knocks off one man. Battles his way forward, stopped midway inside his own half. Roskell again from the play of the ball, hands it on to Steve Malloy. Malloy driving forward. Roskell again, short to Phil Blake. Blake kicks downfield. It looks a good one. Will it beat Fletcher? It comes off Fletcher's boot. And a desperate attempt there to keep the ball in play. Slices off Fletcher's boot, and that will give Warrington possession at this scrum. Ball goes in from Bishop. Warrington in possession. Paul Bishop swings it out to Phil Blake. Blake onto John Woods. Woods misses out Cullen, brings in Mark Robert to Dave Lyon, out to Drummond. Drummond now going for the corner. Will he be in? Yes, he will. He gets past Harker, but he gets in at the corner. Warrington first try this afternoon to Des Drummond. Gets past 2 men on the outside. And Warrington level in the first minute of the second half. Des Drummond flying in. The ball whipped out to the right. Across the back line. Missed out Cullen. Brought in Dave Lyon. Lyon got his pass away to Drummond, got past Harkham, he got past the despairing efforts of Keith Rain and touches down for Warrington's first try of the afternoon. And tries it off at 8-8. Just a start Warrington needed at the start of the second half. John Woods' conversion attempt then comes up, strikes it well, but just fades across the face of the post at the vital moment. So, Warrington 8, Wakefield 38. Just 2 minutes gone at the start of this second half. Des Drummond going in for Warrington. And Warrington who've had a tough game on Tuesday night against Wigan. No doubt hoping there'll be no injuries for the vital cup tie at Hulkingston Rovers next Sunday. But they've still got this one to win yet as Kevin Harkham restarts for Wakefield. Paul Bishop underneath it, takes it safely, immediately hands it on to Drummond. Drummond, the score of that try, powers forward, stopped by Rain on his own 25-yard line. Roskell short to Harmon, Harmon powering forward. Played for the Great Britain under-21s this season in the 2 games against France. Mike Gregory still battling forward. Warrington certainly seems to come out with new heart at the start of the second half. Gregory plays it to himself, moves forward again, lost the support, but there's no one there. Gregory plays it to Roskell, out to Blake. Blake across the line to Bishop. Bishop, nice pass, but it's kicked on by Cullen. That will go into touch for a scrum down. So scrum down 5 yards inside the Wakefield half. Ball goes in for Mark Conway. Wakefield in possession. Conway to Steve Eller. Luluai out to Eller again. Eller going across field, swings it back to Mason this time. Mason though stopped in midfield by Dave Lyon. Nigel Bell. Bell though well tackled. Goes out to Steve Eller, Eller to Thompson. But Warrington certainly moving up a lot better at the start of the second half. Les Boyd trying to pinch the ball off Thompson. Finally falls to the ground. And the referee is going to lecture Mark Roskell. And the penalty goes the way of Wakefield. Kevin Harkham puts the ball into touch over on that far side, so Wakefield chance to launch their first attack of the second half. Billy Conway short to Rain. Goes out with Conway, run around move, brings in Lazenby. Lazenby cuts back inside. Nigel Bell waits for this one, acting half-back. Goes himself in the play of the ball. Bell powers forward, gets away as he just had his heels ticked. He's just going through. Couple of tackles left here for Wakefield, 20 yards out. Looking for an immediate reply to that Drummond try. It's with Rain. Rain swings it back to Mark Conway. Conway though, he's stopped in midfield. Rain, lots of runners, finds one from Billy Conway. Conway though well stopped by Mike Gregory and Paul Bishop. That's 5 tackles gone for Trinity, just inside the 25. Conway swings it out to Eller. Eller puts a high kick across field. Hangs. The ball goes loose. It's picked up by Andy Mason. Mason swings it back this time to Phil Eden. Eden going over that far side, but he's well stopped. Referee weighs 6 more tackles off the hand of Paul Cullen. Chances here then for Wakefield Trinity. The referee spots a high tackle. A chance here to put Wakefield in front. There's Drummond called over for a high tackle. So 6 minutes into this second half, a chance here for Kevin Harkham to put Wakefield back in front. John Clancy back on his feet. Harkham then. A chance to put the Yorkshire side back in front. Steadies himself, comes up, strikes it well, and Wakefield go back in the lead at 10 points to 8. The third goal from the boot of Kevin Harkham. Warrington 8, Wakefield Trinity 10. Phil Blake to restart then for Warrington. Puts it deep, Steve Ells underneath it, takes it well, immediately hands it on to Eden. Ian then moving forward, stopped by Neil Harmon. John Thompson this time moving forward from the play the ball. Goes out this time to Keith Rain. Rain trying to power his way forward, clears his 25-yard line before he's stopped by Mark Roskell and Mike Gregory. Cross the line this time to Andy Mason. Mason faced by Phil Blake. Blake brings him down. Couple of tackles left here for Wakefield on their own 25-yard line with Matt Conway. Swings it out left with Billy Conway to Nigel Bell. Bell, a couple of little side steps. Only makes a couple of yards though. That's 5 tackles for Trinity. This is the 6th. Goes back to Harkham. Harkham kicks downfield. Dave Lyon and Des Drummond go back for it. Bouncing towards that touchline, Dave Lyon traps it with his foot and picks it up safely and moves forward. Drummond this time from the play the ball goes himself. Runs straight into Keith Rain though. Roskell short to Neil Harmon. Phil Blake swings it out to Bishop. Bishop looking for a gap himself, finds it still. Paul Bishop going down the centre. Finally stopped by James Lulawai. Gets up quickly, plays it to Phil Blake. Blake moves forward. Turns in the tackle, can't get the ball away. That's 5 tackles. This is the 6th. Mark Roskell plays it on to Bishop. Bishop, little chip over the top, over the head of Conway. Paul Clun chasing Matt Conway though, gets back well for Wakefield. 10 minutes gone in this second half. Wakefield in front by 10 points to 8 and James Lulawai moving forward. Andy Fletcher waits this time for Wakefield. Takes it safely, moves forward, stopped by Steve Malloy. Short to Thompson. Billy Conway gives a dummy at the play of the ball, gets away from one tackle and another still. Billy Conway finally stopped by Woods, he's still going, finally brought down. Mark Conway swings it back. Kick downfield from Kevin Harkham. And the referee says ball back. Well, that was certainly a close decision. It looked right on the line. Difficult from over here to say whether it did hit or not. That's 5 tackles and the turnover. That kick ruled straight out over that far side by the touch judges. Les Boyd moves in. Boyd powering forward. Roskell. Malloy comes on the burst at first receiver. Plays it quickly, Roskell swings out to Blake, Blake to Bishop, Bishop brings in Mark Roberts, Roberts now flying through the gap, gets away from 2 tackles still, Mark Roberts powered across field, Roberts looks to support, gets it back to John Woods, and John Woods goes underneath the post for a fine try. Warrington kept the ball moving there, Mark Roberts flew through the gap, he kept going, and John Woods was on hand to go over for Warrington's second try. Well, no doubt Wakefield will question that whether that kick bounced or not, which led to a Warrington try, and no doubt the Wakefield players certainly talking to the linesman behind that post, but John Woods a chance to add the conversion himself, and he does. And Warrington back in front at 14 points to 10. A try by John Woods converted by the Warrington centre himself. Warrington 14, Wakefield Trinity 10, with 12 minutes gone in this second half. Could that be the crucial score? Warrington in front for the first time this afternoon. Bishop hands it on to Drummond. Drummond moving forward, looking to go through himself, head down, clears his 25 wheel before he's stopped. Roskell, short to Malloy. Malloy now moving forward. Comes on this near side to Mike Gregory. Slip past to Harmon, can't take it though. But manages to follow up. And that will be a scrum down, 10 yards inside the Warrington half. So scrum, Mark Conway waits to put the ball in. And it goes, scrum collapses, but Wakefield have it with Steve Ellott to Luluai. Luluai shows the ball, gets a nice pass back to Harkham. Harkham still going, his players free over on that far side. Andy Mason, good tackle from Mike Gregory. Picked up by Steve Ellott. Ellott stopped over on that far side, but good tackle there from Mike Gregory over that far side. Stopped Andy Mason going through. Goes out this time with Mark Conway. Conway on to John Thompson. Thompson, but there's nobody there this time for Wakefield. The sun's still shining here at Willispool. That's a nice pass on to James Luluai. Luluai trying to battle his way through, but John Woods manages to bring him down along with Paul Bishop. Billy Conway swings it out left with Mark Conway. Conway swings it back to Rain. Rain to Luluai. Luluai looking for a gap himself, trying to go through. Gets it back to Mark Conway. Wakefield keeping the ball moving with Billy Conway. Conway, he's finally caught just outside the Warrington 25. That's 5 tackles and this is the 6th. Warrington 4 points to the good at 14-10. Steve Ellott hoists a high bomb inside the Warrington 25. Hangs awkwardly. Hits the head of Kevin Harkham. Heads it forward. But taken by David Lyon. Gets away from Harkham. Moves forward. Still Dave Lyon. Cullen this time, from the play the ball moving forward. Gets the ball back to Mike Gregory. Gregory now moving forward. Gives a dummy, looks to get the ball away, but stopped by John Clancy. Plays it to himself quickly. He's faced by Rain. Makes an extra 2 or 3 yards before he's stopped. Roskell. Misses out Boyd, brings in Malloy. Malloy trying to power forward. 3 Wakefield players in the tackle. 25 minutes to go as John Woods brings it away for Warrington. Looking to move into space, swings it back into the hands of Phil Blake. Blake now moving, looking for a gap down the centre. Phil Blake still going. Finally stopped by Steve Ellott, right on the halfway line. Plays it to himself. On the 6th tackle, kicks it downfield. Hits the boot of Phil Eden. Eden takes it safely. He stopped over on that far side by Paul Cullen. So still this game evenly poised. Wakefield looking for another breakthrough as John Thompson moving forward. This time it's Billy Conway. Conway held up in the tackle, finally falls to the ground. Les Boyd and Mark Roskell in on the tackle. Goes back this time with Steve Ellott. Ellott battling forward, gets a nice pass out to Nigel Bell. Bell, he split the Warrington defence wide open. He's only got Dave Lyon in front of him. Dave Lyon though brings him down with a good tackle. That's 5 tackles, this is the 6th. Wakefield on the attack inside the 125. Mark Conway is placed field on that far side. Lazenby hesitates, cuts back inside. And perhaps he may well have been more advised to throw out the ball to his left. There was 2 players on his left, Mason and Eden. Decided though to keep hold and Warrington have the ball from the turnover with Mike Gregory. Warrington 14, Wakefield Trinity 10. Warrington playing it out through Neil Harmon. Roskell, short to Malloy. John Woods plays it short to Roskell, juggles with it, ball goes behind him, manages to regain possession. No, in fact, Wakefield have it. So Wakefield then with 5 more tackles outside the Warrington 25. John Thompson goes himself, runs at Roskell. Roskell brings him down. Chances here again then for the Yorkshire side with Rain. Rain lots for the run around himself. Tries to batter his way through. Mark Robertson with a tackle this time along again with Mark Roskell. Steve Ellott. Ellott going across field, swings it back inside. A huge gap opens up for John Clancy. Clancy, but the pass is knocked on by Mark Conway with the line at his mercy. It goes back this time now to Matt Roberts. Roberts moving forward. And Wakefield there, definite chance goes begging as Matt Conway Fumble the ball right on the Warrington line. John Woods brings it away this time. Roskell. Mark Roberts injured in the Warrington 25 as Phil Blake has it, gets away from one tackle, looks for support. Throws it back to Steve Malloy and a penalty given to Wakefield. Referee judging that Phil Blake was tackled. So a chance here for Wakefield Trinity to pull 2 points back through the boot of Kevin Harkham again. Right in front of the post, 30 yards out. Kevin Harkham then. Steadies himself, comes up and strikes it safely through. Wakefield edged within 2 points. It's Warrington 14, Wakefield Trinity 12, the fourth goal for Kevin Harkham. So still this game to go either way with just a little over 20 minutes to go. Standing the score at Warrington 14, Wakefield Trinity 12. Phil Blake restarts, puts it deep again. Steve Ellott takes it well, hands it on to Phil Eden. Stopped though by Boyd and Roberts. Short this time to John Thompson. Warrington could do another score to put them 2 scores out of the reach of Wakefield, as Wakefield certainly look capable of scoring. Goes back to Steve Ellott. Ellott kicks downfield, a testing one. Dave Lyon goes across for it. Bounces nicely up into his hands. Dave Lyon then moves forward. He's got Nigel Bell in front of him. Gets away from him. Still Dave Lyon trying to battle his way through. Finally stopped by Billy Conway. Plays it quickly to Phil Blake, on to Paul Cullen. Cullen turns in the tackle, gets it back to Drummond. Drummond now moving into space. Gets away from one tackle just as his heels clips as he's going through. Roskell plays it to Boyd. Boyd drives forward, nice pass on to Mike Gregory. The ball goes loose, it's loose again, picked up by John Woods. But that'll be a knock-on and a scrum down just inside the Wakefield half of the field. Ball goes in from Matt Conway, comes out to Warrington against the head. John Woods. Woods now moves forward, but a good tackle comes in from Steve Ellott. Blake, short to Mike Gregory. Gregory now moves forward. Still Mike Gregory trying to battle his way through. He's held up in the tackle just outside the Wakefield 25. Cullen swings out to Phil Blake. Blake, delayed pass on to Steve Malloy. He stopped right on the Wakefield 25-yard line. Matt Roskell waits at acting halfback. Swings it back to Blake. Blake switches it to Boyd. Not Warrington. No way through at the moment. Out with Cullen. Cullen brings in Harmon, powering forward, but the referee calls it a forward pass. And that will be a scrum down, much to the annoyance of the Warrington spectators over on that far side. Mark Conway prepares to put the ball in, but a penalty given to Warrington. Another 10 yards for talking. So 5 yards from the Wakefield line, and 10 minutes in the sin bin for Keith Rain for talking back to the referee. And Keith Rain sent to the sin bin for 10 minutes for talking back to referee Dave Carter. I'm sure Wakefield's feeling a little bit aggrieved at that decision, but gives Warrington a chance. Just 5 yards from the Wakefield line. They decide to tap it. Blake taps it, goes across field with Bishop. Bishop on to Mark Roberts. Mark Roberts straightens up. He's stopped about 6 or 7 yards short of the Wakefield line with 5 tackles remaining. Phil Blake goes left. Long pass, but just a little bit too long for Paul Williamson. And that will be a scrum down. And Warrington miss another chance to put points on the board. Wakefield down to 12 men with Keith Rain in the sin bin for 10 minutes. After received it for talking back to the referee, and Wakefield get possession from that scrum. Billy Conway short to John Clancy. 14-12, just 2 points between the two sides. John Thompson for Wakefield. Billy Conway swings it back to Mark Conway. Conway, it's a testing kick from the Wakefield scrum half. 3-4 bounces into touch, back inside the Warrington half of the field. Paul Bishop prepares to put the ball in for Warrington. And it goes. Warrington have it. Blake. Dave Lyon to Paul Cullen. Oh, high tackle there from Kevin Harcombe, and a punch as well. For the first time, it's having a little overheated discussion. And Kevin Harcombe being called out. A high tackle and a punch as well for good measure, thrown by Kevin Harcombe in that tackle on Paul Cullen. But just a talking to for the Wakefield full-back. A penalty then on the halfway line with Dave Lyon to put for touch, right-footed, makes no mistake. Just outside the Wakefield 25, second pass of the penalty, Roskell, first receiver's Boyd, driving forward, trying to get his pass out to Des Drummond on that right wing, but couldn't. This time it's Blake looking to go through himself. Russell again, out to Bishop brings in Cullen, slip pass to Woods, out to Williamson moves in field, beats one man, gets it back out to Joe Woods, Chaz is here, Woods on to Cullen in the corner, and that could be a decisive try for Warrington. Paul Cullen there, as Paul Williamson moved in field, John Woods, an inch perfect pass, and Paul Cullen goes in unopposed for Warrington's third try. Makes it 18 points to 12. 6 points the difference. This conversion from John Woods could make the difference. As Wakefield prepared to make a substitution, Tony Zealey waits to come on. As John Woods lines this conversion attempt up. 3 goals so far. John Woods then strikes it well, an inch perfect kick from John Woods, makes it an 8 points difference, makes it 20 points to 12 in favour of the home side. There's a substitution being made by Wakefield. Mark Conway will leave the field and replaced by Tony Zealey. Warrington 20, Wakefield Trinity 12. As Tony Zealey replaces Mark Conway. Keith Rain still in the sin bin as Harcombe restarts. Paul Bishop takes it well once again, immediately hands it on to Des Drummond. Drummond goes on that far side, looks to beat Fletcher, gets the ball back to Steve Malloy. Malloy drives in. Boyd this time goes himself on the acting half-back position. And now with a little breathing space, perhaps Warrington can exploit this one extra man. Mike Gregory just couldn't get away from Conway there. Phil Blake to Neil Harmon. Harmon pounding down the centre. His pass just fumbled by John Woods and straight into the hands, the first touch, and a grateful touch for Tony Zealey. John Thompson, short it goes. Wakefield will have to score twice now if they hope to get anything from this game. And they've got just over 10 minutes to do it. Steve Ella out to James Luluai. Luluai cuts inside. Stopped in midfield and brought to the ground by Les Boyd and Mark Roskell. Bell from the acting half-back position. Conway. Ella. Little chip over the top. Paul Williamson takes it well though. Good take from Williamson on this near touchline. Paul Bishop swings it out to Mike Gregory. Gregory gets away from one man. Still Mike Gregory just couldn't get the ball back to John Woods. Roskell to Mark Roberts. Roberts beats one man as he just had his heels tipped as he was going through. Warrington though looking to be running now with a little bit more zest as it's out to Boyd. Boyd storming down the centre, knocks off one man, turns. The ball smothered by Billy Conway and John Clancy. Phil Blake this time, look a chip over the top, falls it himself, race with Ella. Ella drops it, Blake has it, knocks it back. And Warrington have it with 6 more tackles. That kick going straight into the hands of Blake. Cullen this time out to Paul Bishop. Bishop gives a dummy, knocks inside, Bishop still going, cuts back inside again. Harkin tackles him though. Steve Ella's on the ground for Wakefield. Phil Blake throws out a wide pass. It's a walking day for Drummond. Will he get there? He's all got Bettle to beat. Drummond going in, and he's in his second try of the afternoon for Des Drummond, and that will surely be it for Warrington. Des Drummond, his second try of the afternoon. A lovely inch-perfect pass by Phil Blake, cut out the whole Wakefield defence, and Des Drummond, who just got past the tackle of Nigel Bell, to go in for his second try and surely wrap up the 2 league points for Warrington. 24-12, and Warrington certainly come to life in this second half. Steve Ella looking to be in some pain on the field for Wakefield, and they'll make a substitution, double substitution in fact, as John Woods looking for his 5th conversion, 5th goal of the afternoon. Strikes it well, but just goes wide this time. Steve Ella back on his feet, but Warrington now in the lead by 24 points to 12. A double substitution being made though. Mark Conway will return for Steve Ella while John Thompson leaves the field to be replaced by Paul Malinder. One less but attempt for something out of this game by Wakefield coach Dave Topless. As Steve Ella goes off, replaced by Mark Conway, and Paul Malinder also on for John Thompson. And some generous applause from the Warrington crowd for Steve Ella. So just a little under 10 minutes to go. Warrington now in command at 24 points to 12. Des Drummond crossing for his second try as Harkham restarts. Picked up by Drummond on a hat-trick. Steve Malloy plays it short to Neil Harmon. Roskell short to Blake. Swings it out to Boyd. Boyd trying to knocks off Mark Conway. Dragged to the floor though by Paul Malinder. Keith Rain about to take his place back on the field after he's spell in the sin bin. Bishop, nice good dummy, swings it back to Mike Gregory. Gregory looking for the gap. Just caught though by Tony Zealey. John Woods from the play of the ball, moving forward, finds a gap down the centre, gets away from 2 tackles. John Woods into space now, going across field, but a good tackle from Kevin Harkham. Good tackle there from Harkham on John Woods. Woods looking for support. Was caught with a good tackle from Harkham. First touch then for Paul Malinder, swings it back to Billy Conway, out to Tony Zealey. A loose pass goes in the hands of Luluai, but Luluai stopped by Cullen and Blake. So Wakefield, 2 tries they need and 2 conversions to force a draw. It now seems a tall order as Rain now moves forward, swings it back to Malinder, but sees him meet for Les Boyd that time, along with Mark Roberts. That's 5 tackles. Wakefield still struggling in their own half. Mark Conway kicks straight down the centre. Dave Lyon goes for it. Lyon picks it up safely, moves forward, goes across field, outpaces 2. Caught by Tony Zealey though and Paul Malinder. Bishop to Steve Malloy. Short to Neil Harmon. Harmon caught by James Lulawai. Tackle finished off by Tony Zealey. Roskell. This is out Malloy going across field, push back. Phil Blake from the play of the ball, moving forward, breaks 2 tackles. Blake now into space. Still Phil Blake, he's all got the full back in front of him. Blake trying to go through himself. Will he go all the way? Still Phil Blake going. Looks at the port, but he's just dragged to the far this near touchline by Fletcher and Harkin. This is a 6th tackle. It goes to Mike Gregory. Gregory out, sits a poor pass straight to the hands of Andy Mason. Mason still going, gets away from 2 tackles. Mason gets away from 3, still Andy Mason. But Paul Bishop going back well with John was to bring him down. Wakefield still looking for something with 7 minutes to go. Billy Conway, Mark Conway, a long faulty pass into the hands of Harkham. Chances now here. It's back into the hands of Zealey. Mark Conway to Phil Eden. Eden still going. Finally stopped just outside the Warrington 25. Billy Conway to Mark Conway. Lulawai. No way through though for the New Zealander. Keith Rain swings it back to Nigel Bell. That's 5 tackles, this is the 6th. What can Wakefield produce? Billy Conway, chip over the top, chances here, that'll be 6 more tackles, hit the hand of Mike Gregory. In fact, Paul Bishop has pinched the ball. Looks like Paul Bishop may have pinched the ball in that tackle. The referee didn't know, he gives 6 more tackles the way of Wakefield. Just 5 yards out. A penalty given to Wakefield. Billy Conway taps it, swings it out this time to Rain. Rain trying to batter his way over. He stopped a couple of yards short. 5 minutes to go. Billy Conway to Mark Conway. Slick handling to Tony Zealey. Zealey though went through the gap. It was closed up well by Mark Roskell. Mark Conway to Nigel Bell. Bell trying to batter his way through the centre. A trying a conversion here would make it an exciting extra 5 minutes as Wakefield with little wide chances here. Harkham gets a pass away to Fletcher. Fletcher got it at the corner. Is he in? Referee and linesman can add a try for Andy Fletcher. The referee and the linesman there between them decide that the try from Andy Fletcher will count. Makes it 24-16. An important conversion attempt for Kevin Harkham. With less than 4 minutes remaining, this conversion will put them within 6 points of the Warrington score. Harkham then steadies himself, looks at the post, looks at the ball, comes up. It's a fine kick from Harkham straight through the centre. His 5th goal of the afternoon. Makes it Warrington 24, Wakefield Trinity 18. And John was given the Warrington man of the match this afternoon of trying 4 goals. But this game with 3 minutes to go, just 6 points between the two sides. It's Warrington 24, Wakefield Trinity 18. Phil Blake to restart. Finds it down the centre. Nigel Bell takes it safely right to his own line. Runs hard. Roskell in there. Goes across field with Mark Conway. Conway swings it out to James Lulawai. Luluai moves into field, gets it back to Andy Mason. Mason moves into space, finds a gap again. Mason moves forward. John Woods comes across with a good cover tackle. 2.5 minutes remaining, 24-18, 6 points to try and goal the difference. Wakefield, that's 6 points behind, but certainly swinging the ball about, looking for a try. Here's Rain moving forward, looks for support, just brought down in midfield by Paul Bishop. Suspicion of a knock on there as James Luluai moves into space. Jazz is here now for Andy Mason. Mason now onto Andy Fletcher, but Andy Fletcher knocks on. And Wakefield miss a great chance there as Fletcher on this near side, looking for a little bit of glory, but couldn't take the pass. Now 2 minutes remaining plus injury time. There's still this game on a knife edge. Ball goes in from Bishop, comes out to Wakefield with Mark Conway. They've got 5 more tackles with 2 minutes to go. They're 6 points behind. Nigel Bell out to Tony Zealey. Luluai stops it in midfield, gets it back to Fletcher. Fletcher gets away from one tackle, stopped by Mike Gregory, 5 yards inside the Warrington half. Warrington being asked to defend desperately in these closing stages. Good tackle though for Neil Harmon on Tony Zealey. About 90 seconds remaining plus injury time. Nigel Bell, good tackle from Paul Cullen, helped by Mike Gregory. Goes across this side to Malinder. Couple of tackles left for Wakefield. We've got a minute left. 24-18. Rain, suspicion of a forward pass. Luluai. That's 5 tackles gone. This is a 6. What can Wakefield produce? It goes way back. A high kick. Every Wakefield player must be offside, but it's a huge kick. Dave Lyon's underneath it. He juggles it, but takes it. And Dave Lyon moves forward. Being pushed back towards the Warrington line. Stopped a couple of yards short. We've got about 30 seconds plus injury time. Warrington no doubt will just play it through the forwards here, absorb these tackles. Des Drummond from the play the ball, driving forward. Good clearance run there from Drummond. Roskell. Harmon battering forward. Makes it to his own 25-yard line now, moving into the closing seconds. Steve Malloy to absorb another tackle. Roskell to Boyd. That's 5 tackles gone. This is the 6th, so now moved into injury time. Mike Gregory stopped in midfield. That's 6 more tackles. Attempted kick at that, play the ball, and that really should be it. 6 more tackles, and now in injury time. Warrington 24, Wakefield 18. Les Boyd just takes another tackle. Seconds now ticking by in injury time. Certainly no rush now on Warrington's part. Steve Malloy, another forward drive. Roskell to Blake. Blake, little dummy moves inside. This is the killer punch, Solly Blake. He's got Bishop on his left-hand side. Paul Bishop, he slips, but will he make it to the corner? Will he get there? Yes, he will. A try in injury time from Paul Bishop. Makes no mistake for Warrington. A lovely Blake, forward Phil Blake. Broke straight down the heart of the Wakefield defence. You have players on either side. He chose Paul Bishop. He just managed to beat Kevin Harkham to the try line. And that try seals the 2 league points for Warrington. Paul Bishop the scorer. And Wakefield put up a brave attempt here at Willsville this afternoon. But in the end, Warrington claimed the 2 points, and John Woods, his conversion in off the post. 5th goal for John Woods. Makes it Warrington 30 points, Wakefield Trinity 18. And there goes the final hoot-up. There's the final score of Warrington 30, Wakefield Trinity 18. Warrington 2 tries from Des Drummond, 1 for Paul Bishop and 1 for Paul Cullen. John Woods, today's man of the match. He kicked 5 goals and also scored 1 try.